Here's how to make communication way easier using human design. This is really cool because you don't need the other person you're communicating with to know their human design. You just need to know yours and you need to know theirs. Now, if you don't know the human design of yourself or the person that you're communicating with, literally just go to my website, link is also in the bio, reikimarco.com, plug in your information there and it'll tell you what type you are. You're either going to be a generator, manifestor, projector, or reflector. Regardless of what type you are, this is about communicating so that the other person understands you. So, if you're talking to a generator or manifesting generator, don't do this. Hey man, I've got this super exciting project. I really want you to work with me. What do you want to do? That is too open-ended of a question. You need to give them options. Yo, I'm super excited about this project. I need somebody to do marketing. Do you want to do marketing? Okay. Well, I also need someone to do video editing. You want to do video editing? Okay. Well, I also need somebody to do the actual sales calls. Do you want to do the sales calls? Great, you're hired. Giving generators and manifesting generators something to respond to is so vitally important, because if you don't give them options that their gut can go or to, they're very viable to go up into their head and come up with an answer from the brain, which is not going to properly reflect their actual ability, capacity, and excitement to do anything with you. Now, if you're speaking to a projector, don't do this. I just started this project I'm super excited about, and I think you should come work for me. Projectors thrive on invitation and recognition, meaning you're going to give them an option to choose to work with you, and they're going to decide whether or not they work with you based off how well you can recognize their skill set, what they bring to the table, etc. So do this instead. Yo, I just started a new project. You are the absolute best salesperson that I know. I just wanted to extend an invitation. If you want to come work for me, I would love for you to come work with me. When talking to projectors, make sure that there's a recognition and make sure that there's an invitation. Now, when you're talking to manifestors, this can be tricky, especially when it comes to recruiting them for projects. Simply put, the manifestor is the one that wants to initiate. Any initiating on them that's being done might be met with resistance. And so, don't do this. I just started a project I'm super excited about, and I need a marketing guy. I think you're the guy. Do you want to come work for me? As a general rule of thumb, it's super important with beings that don't have defined sacrals, that's projectors, manifestors, and reflectors, to offer recognition to them. Recognize that those three types of beings have undefined sacrals, meaning that they can kind of do any job. And so when someone is able to recognize the job that they actually like to do, not just the job that anybody can do, that definitely will win you points in communication. So when it comes to inviting the manifestor to join your project, try this out. I just started a project. I'm incredibly excited about it, and I need someone with a special quality. I need someone that's able to initiate and inform on the regular. You're probably the best person I know that can do that. You let me know if there's any part of this that you want to play. I would really love to have you. And last, of course, we have reflectors. Now, the reflector strategy is to wait 28 days so that they can cycle through a series of authorities within themselves to decide whether or not they want to do something. So don't do this. I just started a project I'm really excited about, and I'm hiring some people. I'd really love for you to come work with me. I'm doing my hiring rounds tomorrow. Do you want to work with me or not? That is putting way too much pressure on the reflector. On top of that, you're not giving them enough time. On top of that, you're not really recognizing what they're able to do for you on your project. Instead, do this. I'm starting a project in a couple months, and I'd really love to have you on my team. I'm super excited about this thing, and I really want you on the team because I know you're able to see things that I'm not able to see. So I was wondering if I could tell you about the project and then give you a month or two to feel it out and see if you want to participate. Recognition for all the beings with undefined sacrals. And of course, we're giving that lunar cycle. We're speaking it to it directly. Hey, I want to give you some time so you can figure out if you want to work with me. Let me know if you need any more information. Here's what it's about, blah, 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 blah. So let's review. Generators and manifesting generators. Make sure you're giving them something to respond to, something that their sacral can go or to. Projectors, make sure you recognize them and give them an invitation, a formal invitation. Here's an invitation to come work with me. This is an invitation to be in a relationship with me, etc. Manifestors, you just want to give them information. Hey, I have an opening and I'd really love for you to be a part of it. You let me know if you want to be a part of it. You're not the one coming out here recruiting them. You're letting them recruit themselves into your thing. And for reflectors, you're going to make sure you give that recognition, make sure you give that invitation, and then make sure you let them know, hey, I'm cool with you taking some time. Take a lunar cycle to decide if this is something that you want to do. Now, it's worth noting that some generators are out there living like manifestors, some projectors are out there living like reflectors, etc. It's a whole mishmash. Not everybody is actually living according to their strategy and living in harmony with their auric fields. And that actually makes this method of communication way cooler. It acts as a filter to filter out people who are not in harmony with their natural state of being. You don't want a manifestor that behaves like a generator on your team. You don't want a generator that's behaving like a projector on your team, because those beings are going to bring a lot of their not self online. They're going to bring their frustration and their anger and their bitterness and their disappointment to the project rather than their signature. People activate their signature when they're using the strategy that they were born with. Now, this is actually some kind of advanced stuff in terms of human design, but I figured I'd throw it out there for the people that are looking for new ways and more complex ways to integrate human design into their lives. Now, my website has all kinds of goodies for you if you want to learn about human design. I've got custom reports that'll just tell you everything about your type, your aura, your inner authority, your profile gates and channels, etc. I do one-on-one sessions. I do two-on-one sessions. That's couples. I also do business analysis. Because yes, you can use human design to optimize your existing business or to streamline your startup. We also have an online community, the Discord, and a mobile app, Neutrino Design. So if you feel called to human design, visit reikimarco.com and let's get it poppin'.